Hey guys, what's up? So it's Jake. I'm here with Ethan, one of my old teammates. We did the strength video for you guys coming up, and we're just going to talk you guys through it, go through some exercises, you know, little tips that we may have, or just some technique that we may have, or anything like that. So if you want to tell them your YouTube again.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is EJ_fitness. Like Jake said, I used to do gymnastics with him. Now I'm prepping for men's physique, so I'll be able to tell you guys what's different, what I'm using from gymnastics for my training now, all that good stuff. So hope you guys enjoy it.
Cool. Hey guys, what's up? So today we did basically a full body circuit, you know, just trying to hit all parts of the body, you know, whether that's chest, arms, stomach, a little bit of back. So just kind of all of that. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
What's up guys, my name's Ethan. I used to be Jake's old teammate for OE Gymnastics, and now I'm just working for men's physique. I got my first show on June 4th in Northern California, so just switching things up, training with Jake today, and hope you guys enjoy it.
What's your YouTube?
Oh, and my YouTube is EJ_fitness, so be sure to subscribe to that. Check out my contest prep. It's gonna be a little different than Jake's videos, but I think it'll be something you guys can learn from and enjoy. So check it out at EJ_fitness. Thanks.
So first here, I did a double rope climb, just 2 times. So no feet, climbing all the way to the top. And then once you come down, you basically just come down to where you started and climb back up again. This is definitely a body weight movement, but I really enjoy it because you're using, you know, your arms, your back, your shoulders, really almost everything in this entire rope climb other than, you know, your legs, really. So I really enjoy that as an exercise. And then next we went to vertical jumps just up to the pommel horse. One thing I can see different between us both is I'm kind of taking more of one step and jumping into it. Ethan's actually doing more of a vertical jump, which is a little bit harder. I don't know if you have any tips.
Yeah, I mean, for men's physique, it's all about your upper body. You don't really show your legs, so you're wearing board shorts all the time, so I don't do a ton of explosive things for legs. I still squat, I still deadlift, but this is just kind of more helpful for gymnastics. Gets you that explosive training you need for floor and vault, so.
Yeah, definitely. So then after that, we went over and did basically just chin up front levers, and this is Ethan first.
Yeah, I'm kind of swinging a little bit. You don't want to be swinging that much, but this is great for your core. Keeps your core really tight, and also good for your lats too. As you're pulling forward down, you're getting some lat development there. Jay can kind of talk about how this applies to gymnastics as well.
Yeah, this is another great, basically everything we do is body weight. So this is another great body weight movement, kind of doing a chin up almost, and then you're pushing your feet out in front of you to do a front lever. Another almost full upper body, movement. You're using your arms, your shoulders, your back, and it's incorporating your lats as well. Keeping your core tight, nice and tight. I like to try and keep my body in one straight line, as you can see right there. All right, so then we went to handstand push-ups. Some of you guys may not be able to do these by yourself. If you can't, just go up against a wall, and you can kind of use your feet to help you go back down and up and just slide against the wall if you can't necessarily just do handstand push-ups. It's a great exercise. I love doing them.
Do you like doing it facing the wall or your back facing the wall?
I would do both. It's a little bit probably harder if you have your back facing the wall. It's a little bit easier having your stomach facing, and you can kind of angle, and sometimes that's kind of fun too, just to get a different angle with your feet on the wall.
Yeah, that's good. So I don't do handstands anymore. I don't do really bodyweight exercises at all anymore. I do an overhead press with just like a barbell and you push the weight up. But as you can see, the weight or the strength doesn't necessarily translate, and I've lost some body weight strength. Even though I can push heavy weight with the barbell, I can't push my own weight anymore. So as you can see here, I'm struggling a little bit, but that's the difference between men's physique training or bodybuilding training and gymnastics training. We train for size where they train for performance and strength.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Here we got just like another thing you can see is, we're not just doing squat jumps with any weight other than just the bar. This is really just to incorporate some explosive jumping action basically for legs. Just another part of the circuit that I like to do, like Ethan was saying, there's no weight here other than the bar, so it's a little bit different, more of the explosive power you're trying to get just in your legs.
Yeah, it's a great exercise. It still burns your legs, even though there's no weight. You're still getting a good leg workout here doing squat jumps with the bar. So next we have some hanging sit-ups, 10 hanging sit-ups. Pretty self-explanatory, as you can see here. We don't have a machine, well, we do have a machine where we can lock our legs in, but this we feel like we can hang more and get more vertical with this hanging sit-up variation. So I don't know if you have any other tips for that.
Yeah, no, I really like this as a core workout. I really feel it working in my whole core. Sometimes if you're doing a core exercise, you can feel it in your lower abs or your upper abs, and this one I really feel it engaging my entire core, so I enjoy doing this. You know, we don't have anything hanging completely upside down like this, but we do have the machines where you're you know, basically going to horizontal and back up, but I enjoy this. I feel like it's more of a full range of motion.
And then next we have the arch ups, or I don't know what other people call them, back extensions, arch ups. I think the key thing with this is to really squeeze your butt as well, squeeze your butt, and you'll feel it in your lower back, and try and get above horizontal if you can. Nice and slow, control the reps.
Yeah, and I think another thing is trying to get the, the full motion. As you can see, like trying to get down, I'm not going all the way down. Sometimes I don't, just because the way it kind of tweaks my back a little bit. But if you can go all the way down, Ethan was getting some really good range of motion going all the way down and all the way up. Some guys don't come all the way up, and going all the way up really engages your entire back. So just a great back exercise. Then we went to, we call these reverse pulls. Basically a great back and lat exercise. Really just, this is almost like a bent over barbell pull. You know, I like doing these. It engages that whole back and lat area, and you know, I think we did about 15, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, and I typically do a lot of bent over barbell rows, and I felt this really engaged my back a lot more. I think just because you are working with a little bit lighter weight, so you can really pull all the way up and squeeze your entire back. You kind of want to, well, I guess we're done with that, but
yeah, then we went, this is probably a little different for you guys. You may not have vault boards, but if you have mats, or if you're in a gym or something like that, you can use mats as well. These are just Maltese presses, and it's a pretty difficult skill, but you can get somebody to spot your feet if you need to, and just kind of help you push all the way up. Really works, you know, your chest, obviously your shoulders and arms, but even your core, keeping your butt tight as well. You don't want to break too much in the hips. There are kind of two different ways to do this, so I tried to do it a little more straight, but still, as you can see, there was some bend. And then Ethan does it with another technique, which is also a really good way to do this as well, where I'll let him explain it a little bit.
Yeah, so when Jake went, he kept his head up, and when I went, I'm putting my head down. I'm tucking my head under my body, and I'm still trying to keep my hips relatively straight, and I'm bending more in my chest. This is an easier variation. So if you're starting out with this and you don't have anyone to spot you, go ahead and try it this way first. And then once you get stronger in this strength with your shoulders and in your back, then you can lift your head up and do them like Jake was doing.
Yeah, this is definitely a good way to start if you don't have a spot. And then once you get strong enough, try and go into the straight position. Definitely a good exercise to work. Then we went to just regular pull-ups, guys, nothing too crazy. The more and more I do these, I just really try and kind of keep it very controlled and squeeze in my back, my lats when I'm pulling all the way up and just lowering down. I don't try and just bump them out as fast as possible anymore. Sometimes I will, but a lot of the time I just go nice and smooth.
Yeah, like Jake was saying, we just kind of did a plain variation of pull-ups, working your biceps, working your lats and your back. You can lean back a little bit and that'll target more of your back, or you can put your arms closer and that'll target more of like your lower lats. So just kind of depending on what you want to do, you can do pull-ups for basically any back or bicep movement.
Then we went to VUps on floor. We kind of do these a little bit different, so I'm not moving my arms too much. This is keeping your core engaged and just, you know, simple 20 VUps, really strengthening the core. And Ethan, when you see him after me, I think he does a little bit different, but we did just kind of a core circuit here. So 20 V-ups, 20 hollow rocks. Really, for gymnastics, keeping this hollow position is key. A lot of our skills are done this way, and that's why, you know, we try and stay conditioning in this exact position. You know, a lot of our skills, whether it's on any of one of our events, is kind of in that position. And obviously from doing core, we want to flip over and do some back exercises here. These are just arch rocks. Guys, these aren't too hard, but they are good things just to kind of continue to strengthen those small muscles in your core, in your back, and really just kind of keep everything really balanced. So then we did 20 arch ups after that. So a pretty simple little circuit, but I feel like it really targets some of those small muscle groups that are beneficial.
Yeah, like Jake was saying, it does look simple, it seems easy, but I was actually out of breath after this, and my abs and my back were burning. And like I said, I still lift weights, I still train 6 days a week, but it's just a different type of exercise. And I think that these types of bodyweight exercises have actually helped my waist and my obliques and my lower back a lot in terms of looking tight and small. For men's physique, you want your waist to be smaller and you want your shoulders to be broad. You want that V taper, is what they call it. And I think this has helped me maintain a small waist. And it's going to help you guys with gymnastics as well. If you are a gymnast, you want your core to be tight, you want your core to be strong throughout those movements. So it's really going to help you with gymnastics, or if you are into bodybuilding or men's physique, that's going to help out as well.
And then I think this is the last one. We went to pike presses. This is probably a more advanced skill unless you're a gymnast. But for me, I'm terrible at these. As you can see, my shoulders go way in front of my arms like that. They almost should stay aligned, and you should be able to just basically be using your lower body. So for me, these are something I try and work. A lot of it, maybe a little bit of flexibility in my shoulders. I'm pretty tight there, but these were a pretty good way to finish the circuit.
Yeah, and it's going to utilize your shoulder strength, your core strength, your back strength. I don't use these muscles every day anymore, guys, so this is a little more challenging for me, and I'm doing a straddle variation, which is easier. That way you don't have to carry your legs all the way up. You can straddle and sort of cheat your way up to handstand, but give these a try if you can't do pike presses.
That's pretty much it, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys got a little bit from this. I hope you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you guys take this back and use it in your gym.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the circuit. You can use this whether you're a gymnast or not and still benefit from it. So I enjoyed the workout that we went through, and hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check out his YouTube. It'll be in the description box below. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, do you see us down here? Oh Lord.